Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for all that joined us today. And for those that are going to watch the replay, we're doing one of our classes that we attempt to do twice a month. That is very exciting. And we love doing this because we know 99% of the people just love health and wellness and they want to get better and feel better. But we need to have more conversation about being able to afford that and making sure that why a home-based business is a good idea and why health and wellness is the reason to do that. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sheila so she can tell her story.
Hi, everybody. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put my window up, I think, just so that we don't have so much background noise. Give me a second. I am in my car. This is one reason. So you can do your business from your car or wherever you're at. And I know a lot of people have probably gotten used to that with the last few months and Zoom or years and Zoom and all of that. But I just wanted to introduce myself and I just wanted to pop on and say that, a home-based business, this freedom from financial freedom, time freedom, it's been a good idea 20 years ago, good idea 10 years ago. It's a good idea now. And it's, if you have a value of freedom, I have a value of freedom. And that's what I love most about a home-based business. Health freedom and time freedom and financial freedom. That's who I am. That's how I'm wired. And so if that's you, just kind of listen up to what we're going to talk about right now, because we're inviting you to learn a little bit about Young Living Essential Oils. And this is a company that I've been with for 14 years. I got to get the years go by fast, don't they? Got to get my years together. Maybe I just need to say since 2007. So whatever that adds up to, that's how long I've been with the company. And I didn't start out wanting a home-based business. I started out with my value of health freedom. And at the time that the oils found me, and I like to say the oils found me, I got a phone call. So if somebody has called you, if somebody has reached out to you, it might be a part of your destiny. Young Living became a part of my destiny. And the first thing that Young Living did when I started experimenting with the oils all those years ago is I had freedom from depression. Oh, I don't know if we can say that, but freedom from sadness. I was sad. Why was I sad? I was sad because I had 6 kids and I had just had my 6th a couple of years ago. I gained 80 pounds. I was all hormonal and I got to the point where being a mother just wasn't fun anymore. I didn't know why I had all these kids running around my house and I didn't know how they got there. No, I knew how they got there. But when I was freed from those feelings, within 2 weeks of starting to apply the oils on my body, I said, whoa, what is this? What are these things? What are these oils? Because I was skeptical, and you might be a skeptical person too. I was skeptical, but when you use them, the skepticism goes out the door. The next thing, I started experiencing health freedom in my life with my kids. The yearly pink eye that used to go through my kids stopped. And it was just a change. It was a change in direction for me. And I said, you know what? I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I said, you know what? Other people need to know about this. And that's why we're doing these. Other people need to know about this. People in our community really need to know about this, really need to know about the freedom in your health freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. And so I decided to, quote unquote, do that home-based business with my kids. I value freedom of my time, choosing what I wanted to do. And I did not choose to work at the time because I wanted to homeschool and be home with my kids. And so it provided me the freedom to be able to earn money and still the freedom of staying home with my kids and educating them the way that I saw fit. So now, back then, my kids are in their, 20. So back then, that homeschool picture wasn't there, but that for like it is now. But it is now. And we see more and more and more people are coming. First, you're forced to homeschool if you have kids. And then there are more people, though, that say, this is what I choose. This is the freedom I want in my home. This is the freedom that we value. And so if that's you, it's a perfect opportunity for you to be able to be in a community that's about our health and a community that's about our wealth. So it's not just health, it's health and wealthness. So what other types of freedoms has this business helped me to be? Because of my me building a business, me treating it like a real business, and you have a choice. It could be a hobby. That's fine. That's wonderful. Do you know an extra $400 or $500 a month can do so much to change your household, to get out of debt? We even have a story about that with Miss Dana, getting out of debt, just bringing in and being mindful of what you're doing with your money and having that goal to get out of debt, to have that extra income. That's wonderful. And at some point, it was a hobby for me. And then at another point, it's a business. And it's a hardcore business. It's a business where I can do my tax write-offs. It's a business, and you can do that as a hobby too, just so you know, right? Your phone becomes a tax write-off, everybody. The tax write-off part of this is huge. You probably already know that, but I'm here to just testify. That is huge. And then there's also the freedom. Let me tell you something. I have been waiting on dandelions. And you might go, what? You're waiting on, I've been like, where are my dandelions at? Like actual dandelions. Why? Because there's this whole book that I have about the medicinal properties of dandelions. I have the freedom to go and harvest my dandelions, everybody. You might think that's a little thing, but that's huge for me. I can go out and say, you know what? I want to eat more naturally. I want to eat more with the earth and all that. So I'm got the freedom. Why? Because of the residual part, and you'll learn about this. But the residual part allows you to get paid and go pick your dandelions, everybody. I'm telling you, you want those dandelions, they are helpful. But I'm saying your gardening, your hobbies. So it's given me the freedom to reach out and do the things that are important to me or that enrich my life. I want an enriched life. I don't want a life where I'm just working. I want my life to be enriched. And that might be you too, listening to this, that you want your life enriched. So rose up in the company and have a good residual income. I'm platinum, and Tashena will show that slide of the average income. We can talk about that, the average income at every level. And so at the platinum level, even before the platinum level, there's so much freedom. There's so much freedom. So I just want to encourage you. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was something that you could resonate with. I hope I inspired you. I hope I inspired you to say, let me look deeper at what's going on, because you also may be seeking that financial freedom, maybe seeking that even idea freedom. Like I have the freedom to have ideas. I'm doing the new sugar-free me because I stopped eating sugar, and I'm branding myself. I'm a sugar detox coach. I could do these things and incorporate my business because it's all about, freedom. It's all about freedom from sugar too. So I want you to know that this has so much opportunity for you. If you value freedom, if you value your time, if you value your ability to do what you choose with the money that you have coming in and having that financial freedom, if you have that as your values, then I want to encourage you to really take a deep and hard look at joining us at Young Living. Okay, Tashena, it's over to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that so much because, yeah, I have definitely got a lot of freedom from stuff. I think I'll share a lot of what I've been going through when we get to my slide on me. But from an overall perspective, so what we're talking about now and today is why now is the best time to start a business and why a home-based business might be the great place to start. And then towards the end, why we chose to partner with Young Living Essential Oils. So About me, I'm currently a holistic business coach. During the day, I'm an automotive professional. And I also came to Young Living because I was looking for physical and emotional freedom. At the time when Young Living came into my life, I was suffering from lots of chronic illnesses at what I thought was way too young. I had hormone issues. I was suffering from fibroids. I was bleeding about 25 days out of the month because of my fibroids. And of course, I was like an emotional, evil mess because my hormones were messed up. I had gut issues. I'd been in 2 accidents in a matter of 6 months. So I had body pain. And I had already always been told I had a weak immune system. So I was congested all of winter. I was on 3 different medications for allergies because I could never breathe. I had asthma, I had eczema, I had skin issues. And everyone around me was suffering the same. Like almost all the other women of color around me had hormone issues. Some of them already had body parts taken out of their bodies. A lot of them were exhausted and had body pains. And I was just like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. There's gotta be a better way. So I was looking. I did not think that essential oils would be part of the solution. At the time, I was Googling, trying to Google my way to good health. I was spending $200 to $300 on all types of vitamins and horse pills and tinctures from Amazon and from Vitamin World and from Vitamin Shop, trying to get a semblance of relief, and nothing was helping me. And then I decided to mark interested to a couple of essential oil classes, thinking that essential oils didn't work because I bought some from Amazon and they did absolutely nothing for me. The ones I bought for my tummy and the lavender did 0 for me. So I was like, essential oils don't work. And I showed up to a home party to support a friend because I needed some social wellness. I needed to hang out with people with the intention of not buying oils. Panaway was placed on my body and my life was radically changed and was never the same. Started using Ninja Red. That totally helped my energy levels. Started using things like Joy Essential Oil Blend, and that totally helped me emotionally. And since then, it's gotten better and better. In the past 4 weeks, I have been through so much stuff that previously, if I didn't have the tools that I have now, I have no clue how I would have made it through. 4 weeks ago, I had an uncle that passed away. The week after that, when I was in Puerto Rico, I had another uncle that was struggling with his battle with cancer. Thankfully, his surgery went well. He was just in ICU for a bit. And then last week, I was rear-ended. And when I was rear-ended, this is now the 4th time that I've been in an accident in 10 years. And the past 2 times that I was in an accident, I did have the benefit of essential oils, or at least the very last time. I still was a little bit hysterical when I was in the accident. This time, because I've been practicing for so long and I've been doing mindfulness and deep breathing and all these techniques, I literally did not react in any negative way. I literally was like, stop, pause, hit 911, grab the oils, deep breathe. Like I was completely fine when I got rear-ended, got to the side of the road, got more essential oils to support my body. And then when I got home, I started using specific supplements. By the time I got to the doctor, I went to the ER, there was no major damage. Got to the doctor a week later and told him, yeah, I'm using turmeric, I'm using amino acids, I'm using this. I Googled some articles of stuff I needed to eat. I have this amazing scan that everybody needs to do that tells you what to eat. And so the doctor was like, okay, so I don't need to give you, pain meds. You get what you're doing. That sounds good. That sounds great, which I love about Henry Ford Medical System because they're all about combining the natural things that can support you while you work with them. And then over that weekend, unexpectedly, another cousin passed away. And so this past weekend, Sunday and Monday, I again felt like I was an emotional mess. I went and had an AFT session that night, which is a very specific neuroscience technique that combines lots of different modalities with aromatherapy being at the center of it. And I felt the way that I needed to be. And next week, I'm having surgery for fibroids again. This time around, I'm not suffering through them. I really don't have very many symptoms other than there are 2 to 3 days that I am excessively bleeding that I can't get control of. And I need to get that fixed. But there's been a lot. I don't have any pain. My hormones don't, I'm not evil. It is a completely different story. And I have full confidence that I will be able to recover in a record time compared to what they're telling me. And I know that I have all the tools in my toolbox to handle it mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that's the best part of my story. Like, I have all these tools and I'm able to use it in coaching and helping other people. But in addition to that, they're all the business aspects. The reason why I have to share with this, the reason why I want people to do the business is because I don't want people to come to me and say, I can't afford oils. When I know that these plants, these supplements can change your life. You can be thriving while you work through anything that you are doing. I want everyone to have access, and they deserve to have access to that. And I started sharing immediately. Many people be like, oh, I didn't start doing the business, or when did you start doing the business? I got results within the first month because of the things I was going through and because of my first surgery, and I needed support then. I had to share. It was selfish for me not to share because I was so thriving within a month of everything, all of the freedom that I now had from physical things, mental things, and emotional things. And everyone deserves that. But with that, my story, let's get into some details. So I want you to really, really concentrate and think about this slide. These are companies that were created between 2008 and 2010, which here in the United States was known as the recent Great Recession, spread to Europe and some other places right afterwards. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their homes. A lot of businesses closed down. And yet these businesses were created, started, and now are household names during that time. Why? Because they met a need. WhatsApp is the first one. I use that all day long. I am currently in Philadelphia and I'm communicating in a group chat with my friends via WhatsApp. Instagram, I use that all day long to promote myself, to stay in touch with people. Venmo is a payment system. A lot of people use, you can Venmo at almost every bar you go to. Square is another payment system. Almost every small business, entrepreneur, coffee shop that's local might have this big white machine, which is really a Square machine. Groupon, love getting me some discounted massages, self-care via Groupon. Pinterest, almost all women just love that. I usually just go there to get me a couple of graphics or quotes. And Uber, household name. I'm here at a Marriott. They told me, hey, you can get some Marriott points if you use Uber. When I'm traveling, if I either have my friends come get me, if I'm not traveling for my day job where they're paying for my rental car, I'm either using Lyft, Uber, or my friends are coming to get me. So these companies created a need. We joined Young Living because we had a need, and that need was met. So why network marketing? We understand that network marketing is many times done wrong. A lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth, but the truth is you already are doing network marketing. You just don't get paid for it. I, again, just was in Puerto Rico and I want to check into all the places, and I posted food of this delicious place, La Parrilla, that I went to. And what was that? That was free marketing. That was free advertising for people. I have done a food tour of Metro Detroit and went to 7 different places. And 3 times people was like, where is that? Can you send me the info? And I've seen those people go to those restaurants within 3 months afterwards, and I didn't get paid a dime for it. How often do you post something that you bought, a place that you went to, and you don't get paid for it? Network marketing is a way for you to tell your story and for you to benefit and to post it and to get paid for it. Despite the fact that many people do it wrong, despite the fact that just like there's bad salesmen out there and bad lawyers, there are bad network marketing people, you don't have to be one of those people. You can do it right. You can make recommendations when people are looking for recommendations. And then there's so many other benefits. Like you can build it part-time and anytime. You can build it from anywhere. Again, the last time I did this, I was in Puerto Rico. Right now I'm in Philadelphia. And we got Sheila here sitting in a car. She was able to do it, get her errands done, do what she needs to do. You can launch it for as little as $500 to $1,000. We're talking about any network marketing company because you may decide that health and wellness is not for you. But when it comes to Young Living right now, you would want to get your starter kit, you would want to get your brand ambassador kit, and you would want to get your ticket to our convention. And that is still, if you get all of that, is going to come in under $500. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself because business partners have a vested interest in you. So we collaborate, we work together. Rising tide raises all ships. I want everybody on my team. I want everybody on my team to get making $500 as fast as possible. And that is within their grasp to do within 3 months. They just got to show up and they got to bring people and they got to market. I can't do the work for them, but if they show up, I'm going to work so hard for them to get educated and all of their people to get educated. You can create enough tax deductions alone to make it worthwhile. So in the period of 2008 to 2010, I happened to be married at the time. I needed to go get another job. My job was in jeopardy, and my ex-husband at the time lost his job. And so I made the decision, this ain't gonna never happen to me again. And I went out and I got another job, and I got another job, and I got some promotions. And within a 5-year period, I doubled my income, which is great. But doubling my income also put me in another tax bracket. In that time, I also was blessed with the Young Living opportunity. And had I not had those tax deductions, my last raise, I probably wouldn't have saw a dime of it because it probably all would have went to taxes. So I love my tax deductions. I also love that the majority of the time that I'm traveling, part of that is tax deductible because I'm usually conducting business while I'm doing it. While I'm here, my friends are getting samples. I'm doing an event on Saturday with a women's business organization where I promote myself as a holistic business coach. And part of what I do is leverage Young Living. So I'm not a tax advisor. I can't tell you what you need to do. You need to get with your tax advisor. But there are so many tax advantages of having your own business. You can learn it while you're earning. There's some fields where you got to be in school for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 4 years before you actually can start earning. The day that I signed up with Young Living, that day I booked my home party. And within 30 days, I had my first home party. And within 60 days, I had my first check. You can earn extra 500, 1,000, 5,000 or more a month. And we've done calls with individuals that are making all that and more. And we'll talk about that at the end. And with time and success, your income will be produced by hundreds, perhaps thousands. And that's the most important part. I tell people all the time, my goal is to impact 1 billion lives. I want to have strategic partnerships and leverage and work with people so that I can impact 1 billion lives. I have no desire to necessarily be rich. I have no desire to necessarily sell stuff. But again, my life has been radically and drastically changed. And I wanted that for other people. And I want to impact that. And that's what drives me to do that so that I've been able to directly or indirectly probably affect 1,000 lives in my 7-year period of doing this. And I want to get to thousands and millions and billions. Oopsie. So why health and wellness? So again, you get into network marketing, you can say, oh, but I love jewelry, or I love telecommunications, or I love bags. But why is health and wellness a good place to start? So the global wellness economy is 4.4 trillion in 2020, the last time it was tracked and updated, this particular Global Wellness Institute. And The health and wellness industry is a growing industry. It has a growth rate of 9.9%. The wellness economy is scheduled to reach nearly 7.0 trillion in 2025. Categories include healthy eating, nutrition and weight loss, mental wellness, personal care and beauty, physical activity, public health, prevention, personalized medicine, spa, wellness, tourism, and workplace wellness. So it's so diverse and so broad. There's something for just about everyone. So why choose Young Living? If you decide, yes, health and wellness, that's where it's at, health and wellness. I want freedom in my physical wellness. I want freedom in my mental wellness. I want freedom in my emotional wellness. And then I want to share that with people. Well, Young Living owns their own farms. They're the only essential oil company that does, and you can visit them. Their industry-leading research and testing and seed to seal promise is unmatched in the industry. Check out seedtoseal.com. They're now at 28 years of experience in business with 10 years of research prior to that. It's low startup costs. We told you that in general, if I wanted to start a clothing one or a telecommunications one or maybe a bag one, they will want me to have a little bit of inventory or some startup thing. And sometimes that can run as much as $1,000, but with Young Living, we can get you everything that you need under that $500 mark. And we can come up with stuff if even that, if the starter pack that we talk about, this 200 in the brand kit and your ticket, which would maybe, depending on if you come in person or there, get you 300 to 450. If you need it less, we can work with you to get less. And it's the largest selection of essential oils, oil-infused products, and toxic-free lifestyle brands. Literally, I have everything I need for health and wellness. I don't have to go anywhere. You want the best weight loss products in the planet? You got them. You want the best makeup on the planet? You got them. You want the best CBD on the planet? The best supplements, vitamins. The end of every month, inevitably, some of those network marketing people that are doing it wrong will be in my inbox. And they will be like, hey girl, I'm trying to meet a goal. You want to take a look at my site? And 99.99% of the time, they're trying to sell me something I got. And I'm like, not only is it irritating that you're in my inbox when we ain't talked, but you don't even know me or what I offer. Trying to sell me something I already got. So I know without a fact that this is the best health and wellness company in the world. And I don't need to be a part of any other health and wellness company in the world. I may need a little bit of education from some experts because there's so much stuff to learn, but there's no need to go anywhere else if you want true health and wellness. We got it all here. And then again, we're talking about business. We're talking about home-based business. We're talking about how can you fund this lifestyle and grow it so that you can get residual income. So when you first start out, you start as a distributor. And if you just decide to do this as a hobby and share with just your best friend, your mom, and your sister, you can count on getting maybe on average $26 a month. And if you put in time regularly every week, and maybe it's still kind of just a hobby to you, but you do show up, you commit to showing up once a week. You know that this is going to be here and you're going to come every other week and you're going to bring people consistently every other week. And people start signing up because they want their own physical, mental, and emotional wellness. You can hit start and make about $75 a month. And that's going to cover, your basic order of $100 a month to get some of the things that you need. And if you keep doing that regularly and show up on a weekly basis, you can hit senior start. And that's about $250 a month. And that covers a lot of what you can get in your order. If you spend $300 most months, you get a whole bunch of extra stuff, and that kind of covers what you need. But you can reach the rank of executive, which is about $450 per month. And again, you can get your order covered, and then you can start paying down that debt. Just to use that other $200, pay down debt, and then you can wake up 5 years from now and be 100% debt free just by being executive. Or you can reach the level that I'm at, which is silver, and is on average $2,000 a month. And you can really start taking that to travel, invest in yourself, some education, and minimize your expenses. like I've been doing while at the rank of silver. And then gold, which is the rank that I'm working on, that's on average $6,000 a month. Most people can quit their good job at gold because they're making on average $6,000 a month. Or you can reach the rank of platinum, which is where Sheila is, which makes on average $14,000 per month. That is definitely a very good job. A very good job. And then it keeps going up from there. Diamond, who I get to collaborate with diamonds on a regular basis, they make on average $35,000 a month. Crown diamond, $65,000 a month, and royal crown diamond, $145,000 per month. So again, go back to that first slide. Do you have any physical needs, emotional needs, or mental needs that need to be met? Could your emotional health be better? Do you have some physical things to work on? Talk to us about it. We got programs, we got systems, we got education to help you get that. Then you get your story and you just share that story with other people. You start showing up on a regular basis to these training and you start bringing people and you share your story. Using that need, finding the needs in other people is how you just go up on this chart. If you have any questions that you need answered, feel free, put them in the bottom of the chat if you're watching the recording, and or reach out to the person that shared this video with you. Thank you so much for joining us this week, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.